Hello everyone and welcome to the third devlog for the current factory game that I'm working on. So there's tons of stuff added in this video, and right now I'm recording this once I finish the video. So as you can see, there's some new UI buttons and stuff in the background, but you guys will see all that stuff. So I think the first thing on the agenda is to make a smelter that like doubles the price of ore. I don't know if we should double it, but yeah, let's just get into time lapse for that. And if you guys liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, so I've gotten the smelter done, and I think it looks pretty good. It has some arrows here to show you which way it goes in. It has some labels on the side. So now what we have to do is get it in the game and get it as an object that the ore can actually go into on the correct direction. That might be kind of hard, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so after a long time, I finally got it to work, and it was kind of complicated because I had this whole entire script set up so that it would only work with the drop-off. So conveyors would end at the drop-off, right? And you'd sell your things. But I never accounted for the ores going into something else, like a smelter or something. So I fixed that, and basically I just have one function, which is called, where is it? Handle endpoint. And basically, no matter what object is in front of it, it will do something, even if it doesn't even exist. And I have my two conditions down here. I have my drop-off and my smelter condition, and I can always add more later. And right now, the smelter just does .handle function. Then it comes in here, and it does this right here. So we have everything ready. And in this function, all we need to do now is just make it actually smelt the ore. So let's do that. Okay, so I've gotten the smelter done, and it is basically working. So right here we have our two extractors, and right now you can see that they're just disappearing. The ore is disappearing right there. This is because if you hover over the smelter, it is not powered. So I should be able to power it, and now the ore waits a second, and it gets smelted, and it comes out there. It's a little weird on the right turns right now since they get changed to offsets. And you're also probably wondering why rock can be smelted. Don't ask, I don't know why. It's just gonna be like that. Makes sense, I guess. But yeah, basically it's working. What I'm gonna do now is I'm thinking is we need to get this to actually sell it. So right now it's not actually selling any of the bars. I still at $62. So yeah, we'll get that to work. And also, I'm thinking maybe there should be like a thing when you hover over it or above it. It should say the price of how much that piece of ore is worth, which I think would make it feel a little bit cooler to know how much it's worth. And I'm thinking the smelter like multiplies the price by like 1.5 times. So yeah, let's just go straight into coding that. Okay, so it's working now, and I am getting money. And if you look closely, you can actually see how much it costs on the items. See, it says 84. It's kind of hard to read on that one. 100 or something. 18. I mean, it's not the most important thing to read. It's just there for looking cool and telling you how much it is. But yeah, so this is working. And if I delete this, it should just disappear. Yep. So it is working. So I think the next thing to do is to make more smelters. So right now, this is a 2 times, what's it called? 2 times multiplier, and that's a little bit much. Maybe we should do like 1.25 times or 1.5 times, then have like probably like 5 different smelters you can purchase. Because right now, where is it? It's in the drop off, but it's called refinery. Yeah, smelter. It's only $30, and I think we should make some more. So yeah, let's just make like maybe like 3 or 4 more smelters. So let's do that. Okay, so I'll finish the smelters. As you can see your stuff here, $178. It's really good actually. So I've bought them here, and if I place them down, here's the first one, and here's our second one. Something else I added is that when you place, it doesn't just stop placing if you have more, so you can keep placing without having to click back on the inventory. And then if you want to stop, you can click here or press X, either one. So I'll get rid of these, and we can try these new ones. So first we have the industrial smelter, and this one refines your ores prices to prices up of 2 times. For a second I thought the smelter was 2 times. Let me check. So if we go to storage, other, see our smelter is 2 times. So our industrial smelter is also 2 times. Okay, that's not correct. So smelter should be 1.5. And then we have our industrial smelter. Then we have our fusion smelter, which is boosts up to 3 times. And if I check to fusion smelter, yes, it is 3 times. So let's just check that. So we'll swap out this smelter here. And let's go for the industrial smelter first. And you can see that hopefully it doesn't go in right now. Yep. So I'll make it face the right way. Like that. Then we gotta power it, because it says powerable. Yep. Okay, we have power. And let's see. Okay, I think I know why this is breaking. Let's check. If you go into workspace, spawned ore is just building up, I think. Okay. So, to fix this, I think it's actually pretty simple. Let's try our fusion smelter now. We'll bring it in. And we'll power it here. And let's see what we got. 21 and 234. So this one's 9. Should find one that's 27 then? Yes, okay. So that is working. It is 3 times. It is a lot of money, actually. And then finally, we'll bring in our normal smelter, just to make sure it's 1.5 times. So let's wait for a new one. 11 should be 18-ish. Yeah, 17. Okay, that is working. So that's all good. I think the next thing to do is figure out the prices for everything and just like play around with it all. We got all the new extractors. I don't know if it's shown those, but we got all those extractors. So yeah, let's just figure out the prices for everything and get another type of conveyor in, and I'll tell you guys more about that soon. Okay guys, so I finished up with most of all of that, and basically what I've added is I fixed up the prices in the shop. So if we look here now, it does look pretty good. We got our extractors, 600,000 for the quantum one. Might actually make that a bit more later once I turn down my volume. Probably good. But yeah, so we got lots of these. Quantum you can get. We only have this much, and I was able to beat the game in, I would say, 25 minutes. I wouldn't count this as, like, beating the game, but as you can tell, I can afford everything in the game so far. I'm level 17, and this is my thing over here. It's actually, it looks laggy, but when I do go to my Morocco profiler, it is around 6 to 7 to 8, which is pretty good, I think. I mean, look right here. Let's see. Sometimes it spikes up to 15. But I do have an insane setup right here, and I'm in studio. As you can tell, I have so much stuff coming in. If I do turn it off down here, it is looking good. We got precision extractors. All of it is working. Our smelter's working. Got some uranium there, actually. There we go. So I'm making a lot. I have 200,000. I can actually probably get some more. So I'll place down some more of these. So we got the prices to work. And I'm actually going to show you guys something that I don't know if you guys noticed. So we're working that now. Is right here. You guys can see we have a 4-way conveyor. And I'm actually going to put it up right now thanks to this guy on the screen. I forgot his name, so I'll just put him up. But he gave me the suggestion for this 4-way conveyor, and that's a very good idea. And now we have it. So we got this 4-way conveyor, so thanks to that guy for suggesting that. And if you guys have any suggestions, just put them in the comments, and I'll probably add them if they're useful. And this is definitely a useful thing that I totally forgot to add. So looks like it's all working. I don't know what the next thing to do. I think it's just to touch up some bugs around. But to be honest, I think we need to right now work on gameplay, and we just need to get more objects in. Like, I would say like 12 different extractors, maybe like 4 more smelters, like 2 more smelters, and like compactors and stuff like that. And that's going to take a long time, and that's a lot of stuff to add. So I guess we'll just get to work on adding tons of new stuff. Okay, so the amount of stuff that I've added and changed is a ton since you last saw that last video thing. That was probably like 8 hours of footage, and I didn't want to put that all into a time lapse. Like, I could have, but with the time lapse it would have been way too long. That was sped up 20,000% just for 2 hours of time. But we have tons of new stuff, and I'll show you guys all of it here. So the first thing is that when something is empowered, it gets this little dot above it, so people know about it. So we got our hazard extractor. But I'll show you guys all the other extractors if I go into here. And I'll actually show you guys around the map real quick. So we got trees on all the islands now. And we got all the islands look like special, kind of like they got their own unique look to them. We also got rocks placed around the whole entire map. And a new thing is that we got a new type of boat. So I'll actually show you guys this real quick if I come over here. Thanks to one of my friends for giving this boat. He worked on it for a game a long time ago. But anyway, it's a pretty nice boat. There is a trail. I think it's broken right now. But yeah, we got a nice boat. Looks pretty good. I think, oh yeah, there it is. It gets buggy sometimes. But yeah, it's a really nice boat. It's a lot better than the old one. There's good sounds for it. But now, for everything else added, if I go into storage and extractors. Here's all the extractors. I'm probably going to stop play mode so I don't absolutely destroy my computer. So if I go into storage and then extractors, and take all these new extractors out and throw them into workspace, here are all of them right here. So bring them down. I'll bring them up here actually. So as you can see, we got the quantum extractors actually moved up to here. We got our crystal extractor goes right there, and then this one goes right here. So here's all the new ones. We got crystal, hydraulic, and then what is this? Thermal, plasma, I think. Yep, coil, nuclear, quantum, chemical, and synthetic. And the texture isn't actually loading on this. I really hope it's not broken. This should be... yeah, okay, we'll have to look at that. But as you can see, tons of new ones. That took way too long to make, and one of my friends helped me with making some of those, like 3 or 4, I think. There he is in the corner. Don't need to worry about that right now. And we got all of those. And for everything else, we just updated the map, updated all the ores. So we got tons of new ores now that go with each item. And I'm not going to name all of them since I probably don't know how to say all of them. Where are they? They're like invisible. Okay, here they are. I mean, I guess I could try. I got copper, gold, I think silver, like platinum, crystal, and then like iridium and neodymium and platinum and singulite and stuff like that. So tons of new ores. When the game comes out, you guys can see all that. And we also added a plaza sign above here where it says plaza. And I think the next thing to do is to make a quest system so players can actually get like quests, and it makes the game not just getting extractors and stuff. So yeah, let's get to work on a quest system. Okay, so there's tons of new stuff. Again, since the last video, it's been way too long since the last like time I've showed you something. So we got I can't show you. Okay, so we got tons of new stuff since the last time I showed the video, and you can see the trail here working now. So we updated the area over here. We've updated the shop a ton. Like, I think it looks a lot better. My friend worked on this because he's a pretty good modeler and animator. Yeah, he's an animator, so he animated all of these. And then we also just have some leaderboards that I made, and these are just for seeing who's the highest level and highest cash. So if I show you, we got Swashbuckler Grant in here, and if we walk up to him, let's see, he'll give me a whole treasure chest full of loot if I bring him 200 gold. So I can accept or decline, and for now I'll just accept. And I haven't finished it yet, but yeah, if I go back to him, he'll actually tell me how much I've collected. So let's see. Yeah, 0 gold, and he'll give me like $1 million or something if I come back with 200 gold. Then there's this guy right here, and I'm not gonna show you this guy because you guys can find out what he does. He's also a quest guy, but he does something a little different. And we got this guy who just gives you tips. He doesn't actually give you a quest. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And yeah, these are all the guys around here. Updated the shop area, and I think it's looking pretty good. So I think the next thing to do is make a settings UI so people can adjust like music volume and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's the next thing to do. So let's get to work on that. Okay, I finished up the settings button, and as you can see, it does work here. You can change the music volume here. You can't hear it, but it does work. It's pretty smooth. And then we've got disable textures if you're lagging. This is a one-time thing. So I'll click it, and you can see everything is gone. So I think the next thing to do is, most important thing, is probably add a shop or some kind of daily reward system. And that'll be pretty nice to keep players engaged in the game. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I finished up everything, and as you can see when I join a save file, so this for example, if you wait a second, there's actually going to be a pop-up, daily rewards, and right now I got 200,000 click to claim, and I have 31 million, which is a lot, but if I do click it, it does say claimed, and the next time I join the game, it will say like 23 hours until your next reward, and so on. So I think the next thing to do is I'll give you guys a time lapse of me making the shop over here, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I finished up the shop, and as you can see, this little new button here, if you click it, you get the Roblox shop, and here's all the items, and I'll go over each one. So the prices is just what I put for now. It might change later, I don't know, but we have Speedboat, which is a faster boat. Fast travel allows you to teleport to the shop or anyone else's islands or yourself. And production boost, this is like, instead of 2 times cash, it's a 25% speed increase on all of your machines. Hydro extractor, this is just for players just starting. It's really a good extractor worth $2 million in the shop, but you'll get it for free. And VIP is a unique VIP chat tag, VIP extractor, and a 1.5 times profit multiplier. And then MVP is a 2 times technically cash multiplier, with an MVP smelter and a unique MVP chat tag. And these do work, like if you click on them it will show up, but they don't actually give you the things yet, so we'll work on that in the next video. But cash, right now we just have this right here, so if I buy 100,000 and I have 800,000, so if I buy this for 24 Robux, I do get 900,000, or technically 100,000. But yeah, that's it. So that's it for this video for Devlog 3, and if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and put any suggestions that you guys have down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next devlog.